All right. Good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, broadcasting to you live from Ravenscar, my backyard. Ooh, that's weird. Okay. Sorry, that's like the lighting changed. Hey, Deanna, Lily, Denver, and the rest. Wow, so why do I have the theme from Gilligan's Island flowing through? Oh, because and the rest. Okay, that's why. Hey, good morning, Nicole. Hey, Denver. Good morning, Surrender. How's it going? Charles, good morning. The tribe gathers. Hey, Kimberly, good morning. Nicole, 6 more weeks of winter. So did Puxatawny Phil see his shadow? Hey, Jonathan. I'm okay. Here in Texas, we're generally okay with 6 more weeks of winter because our winters are pretty awesome. Hey, Kimberlyn. Hey, Jackie. Jill, good morning. Aaron, hello. Tammy, good morning. Wow, people are chirpy and chippy and happy this morning. Cool. Hey, Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer, usually you're the first, but now all these other people got here ahead of you. Ooh, warm coffee. Hey, Chirpy. Most of the robins that have been hanging out aren't hanging out. I wonder if I can. Most of you probably can see. Oh, let's see. There we go. It was a really beautiful sunrise because all those were like the pink color. It was really nice. Hey, Alan. Good morning. Hey, Nicole. Yeah, the rodent saw his shadow. I, too, have seen my shadow on occasion. It's a little bigger than I'd like. Falling out of the exercise thing. I really need to get back into that. Hey, Amy. Good morning. Hey, Chirpy. Amy says good morning. Where'd you go, Chirpy? You're not Chirpy. What are you? Whoa, Dizzy. A very interesting bird just flew over. Maybe a finch or something. Is that Chirpy just kind of hanging out in the tree there? Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know if we can see it. Probably not. I need like some sort of zoom lens. Let's see. That little black dot right there is Chirpy, and he has took us towards us. It's like he's turned his back on us. I don't know. Have I offended you, Chirpy? I guess calling him Turkey probably didn't help. Oh, hey, Donna. Good morning. Yeah, it's a little bit warmer. It's still a little chilly today, but it's good to be cold. Hey, Johnny. Good morning. Jennifer, Robin and waxwings are swarming the Yopons this week. Maybe that's what. Well, usually the waxwings travel in like groups, don't they? Vicious bird packs. Hey, Joe. Good morning. I think General Beauregard in Alabama has a better percentage of prediction. Not sure of the spelling. Beauregard, yeah, I don't know how to spell it either, but that definitely sounds like an Alabama one. Oh, man. Okay, Wolf, hunker down, pack up, come back to Texas. But yeah. Didn't you already have like a big blizzard? Yeah, it was stay safe. Hopefully you'll be able to report in tomorrow. But yeah, I guess in your little domicile, you need to take care of things. Do you have city water? Curious. Yeah, I saw an interesting. So Wolf lives in a micro home type thing, a converted, one of the shed type things, a little bigger than that. I saw an interesting article recently pointing out that what we now call micro homes was basically what we called homes, 100 years ago, or more than that now, like 150 years ago. And so, we're just, again, coming full circle. Hey, Bonnie, good morning. Good morning, tribe. I hope everyone has a great week so far. Blessing to all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They make a zoom lens that attaches your phone. I need to try that. I've seen those. I have the magnifying and the fisheye, but I haven't gotten a zoom. So, oh, cool. You're off the grid. Awesome. But then that does make life that much harder. All right. Well, take care, man. We'll be rooting for you. Wow, the sun. It's like I'm turning into gold. All right. So what else is going on today? I'm doing another podcast, recording a podcast. I gotta check it out. Once that's done, of course, I'll post the links. Hey, Doug. Good morning. Ah, okay. You have a spring. Oh, that's nice that they can, we can actually tap that. But man, in the winter, do you have like insulated pipes or something? Oof. Hey, Leslie. Good morning. Oh, Bonnie. It's been a really tough week. Hubby ran into a board with his eye. Ow. That's gotta hurt. Was he just like a black eye, or was there anything more than pain and embarrassment? Ooh, Wi-Fi to the phone, super cool. $35 on Amazon. I have a USB microscope that plugs into the computer, but one that connects to the phone is cool. Can you send me a link to that, Jackie? Man, that'd be dangerous with a magnifying glass or magnifying thing that like Wi-Fi to my phone. Kimberly, you're right. Coffee. And good coffee. And I really need a taller chair or table. I don't know. I'm tired again today. So the company I used to work for, the paint stripper and workman's friend and all that, they were cool in that they gave me a lot of freedom to invent stuff. But at the same time, their ability to do paperwork properly was extremely lacking. And I think I have to get into a fight with them again today about some stuff. I'm not looking forward to it. Okay. Just switch to a French press, improve the quality of my coffee life. Yeah, French presses are really good. I didn't like cleaning them, so I just saved them for special occasions where I have time to go through the effort of cleaning it afterwards. Ooh, whoops. Jill, this sounds good. Having some candy cane coffee this morning with a hint of peppermint. Yum. And some of the caramel coffee was the last one I had. That was good too. Sounds like you have a sweet tooth like me, Jill. Good. We're like sweet tooth buddies. Yeah, careful of the microscope. You don't want to see all the bugs on the plants you eat. There's a lot. Ooh, I hadn't thought about that. Because I'm kind of a... Okay, it's clean, chomp. Maybe I don't want to see that. Hey, good morning, Bushman Josh. Let's see. I can turn on my TV with my phone, but I don't know what I do to turn it on. Good question. I don't know either. There's probably a YouTube video out there somewhere, Darlene. There's YouTube videos about everything. Yep, that's pretty much my theory, Amy. More protein. If it's too small to see, it's too small to hurt me, right? Yep, that's what it is, Jennifer. Retirement funds. Have you noticed companies and governments are friendly when they take your money, but very difficult when you ask for it back? You are absolutely right. And it is very frustrating. So I have the IRA and Roth IRA and stuff at a separate account. And so I was trying to transfer my 401k to that, just do a straight rollover. And it took about 6 weeks for them to finally do that. And then they just sent me a tax form saying they just gave me the money. They didn't roll it over into a different retirement account. And so my taxes are going to be insane. Let's see. Aaron, my favorite coffee is Bones Coffee Highland Grog. Ooh, grog flavor. That sounds like some good coffee. I need to check that out. Hey, Kelsey. Good morning, man. Feels like it's been a while. Or have you just been quiet? Let's see. I hand grind dark Italian espresso beans and press them in my French press. I drop my daily consumption to 1 cup a day. That sounds like a flaw in your plan there, Jonathan. But hey, to each their own. Yep, Denver bugs are protein. All right, we are parked about an 1/8 mile from the house. I'm going to get the sled. Stay safe, tribe. Enjoy your warmish weather. We will, man. You stay safe too. You're the one that we're going to be worried about. Oh, wow. Check out parsley under a microscope. For some reason, that is really scary to look at. Many more moving things on parsley. Laugh out loud. Interesting. I don't have parsley. I was looking at parsley, but I don't use enough parsley to justify growing it. Yep. Inheritance tax. That sucks. Hey, good morning, Kelly. What are you, day 2 at Bell Helicopters? So do they have an employee discount if you wanted to buy a helicopter? Okay, Kelsey, that's what's going on. When someone disappears, in the back of my head, it's like, where'd they go? Is everything okay? Ooh, Bunny, no, he got abrasions just under the irises. He went yesterday to see our eye doc. He cleaned it from the abrasion tag and gave him eye drops every hour. He has macular degeneration, which I'm really concerned about. His iris was totally different hue of blue. That's weird. Yotes, that's gotta hurt. Not cheap either. All right, Kelsey, man, you got the winter. You can have the winter. But yeah, we expect to, report back in a day or two. Yeah, plus I walk 3 times a week now, 7:30. So, well, that's good for you. Yep, I'll have to check into that. Cool. Yeah, let us know. Maybe you can purchase some helicopters and we'll slip you the money. Like I have any. All right. Oh, good morning, Carrie. Found out yesterday my neighbors who I'm ranching in for decided last second to bring dogs, so I don't have to run over there first thing in the morning to let the dogs out and back, and not to lock the dogs up. So 1 trip a day instead of 2. Oh, that's nice. Nicole, so I found a great small batch of coffee company out of Brazil that I order. It's very light, almost citrusy. But I'm a little biased with the Brazilian coffee. My host family in Brazil had coffee farm. I've been coffee spoiled since I was 15. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Oh, hey, Maureen, good morning. So I am using the donut shop time as my stretching and strengthening time. I needed a trigger, and you are it. You all make me so happy. I'm going to ride on this energy. Stretch, 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 stretch. Okay, there we go. I stretched. But keep at it, Maureen. It's been a couple of times. Oh, wow. Sorry. Easily distracted. Let me see if I can. It looks a lot prettier in real life. But yeah, I was wondering, like doing some morning calisthenics or something. And then I thought, no. Hey, Kelsey, got to lose a holiday weight. Wait, I'm right there with you. Oh, hey, good morning, Mom, Dad. Blueberry pancakes for breakfast. Yum, 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 yum. That sounds good. I could go for some blueberry pancakes. I had my single egg. Hey, if you're out in San Antonio area and need a place to camp, you're more than welcome here. Stock Pond and Roughing It or guest home room here at the house. Oh man, Roughing It is the way I do it. Well, roughing it. Yeah, so I'll be in San Antonio April 10th and then May 1st. So April 10th, I'm teaching at San Antonio Botanical Gardens. And then I believe it's May 1st. teaching at Cibola Ranch Nature Preserve. So, oh, Kelly, we love you so much. I chose the afternoon shift at Bell. I don't want to miss the donut shop. Seriously. Awesome. Did you tell your employers that? Oh, Dad. Dad. Can I tell a funny story, Dad? It's funny now, but along those lines. So, way back when I was in high school, the BBC did a audio adaptation of The Lord of the Rings. You can still find it, online and places. But and then our local NPR station played it, and they played it like Wednesday nights from 7:30 until 8 or so. Okay, so at the grocery store I was working at, they'd only let us have 19 and a half hours a week. If we went 20 hours or more, then they ran into some issues at the time. And so, they asked, okay, what days don't you want to work? And it's like, well, I'd rather not work on Wednesdays because I wanted to listen to The Lord of the Rings. It was cool. I was, trying to record it and all that. And they said, okay, that'd be fine because, otherwise you get too many hours. So that. Well, somehow Dad found out that I didn't want to work because I wanted to listen to The Lord of the Rings, and he got extremely upset with me. And for some reason, he thought like I was avoiding, there wasn't an hour limit, that I should be working, 50 hours a week if possible. And that to say I didn't want to work because I was listening to a radio program was very upsetting to him. Eventually, we worked it out. Okay. Good morning, all. As noticing the millions of lamb quarter seedlings sprouting up in my backyard, the question of oxalate comes up in my mind. I've come across oxalate-free diets and such and wondered, how much is too much for the body? Do you mind riffing on oxalates a bit? I can riff some. I don't know the exact numbers of how much is too much, but oxalates are very common in a lot of food. The problem with oxalic acid is that if you ingest beyond X amount, you tip the equilibrium in your blood and it starts seeking out calcium and binding to the calcium, which then means you're going to have some less calcium than necessarily you might need, which is bad for people with osteoporosis. But binds to the calcium, but then it's no longer soluble in your blood, so it filters out in your kidneys and can form kidney stones. So that is the concern. But lots of foods have oxalic acid, pretty much anything with a tangy flavor, and even things that don't seem all that tangy, but like lamb's quarter and spinach, as opposed to, say, rhubarb or the wood sorrel, curled dock as it. As far as how much is too much, that really depends on you, your body chemistry, how much water you've been drinking, your overall physical size. It gets complicated. But taking what I consider to be probably the highest oxalic acid rich species, that would be oxalis, the wood sorrel. Even then, it's recommended don't have more than about 2 cups a day. And if you are already susceptible to kidney stones, if you've had kidney stones in the past, you might want to limit yourself down to as little as a 1/4 cup. As far as lamb's quarter goes, very little oxalic acid, on par with spinach. So you can eat lots of spinach. So, I would say don't worry about oxalic acid in the lamb's quarter. Worry a little bit in the oxalis species, the wood sorrels, just because they have so much in it, but it's also what makes them taste so wonderful. So maybe not much information, but that's basically what I got right now. That's actually not a bad idea. Start with a group stretch. Maybe after the group take, we end with a group stretch. I don't know. Yeah, it was a beautiful sunrise this morning. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Cleo. Every meet at Doug's place for a party. Oh, yes. Yes, Jonathan, we have one of those. Oh, that used to freak me out as a kid. The little eye cup and you swish around. Yeah. But first pot of coffee down, starting another one, going out up to my beehives today. So I'll be ready for bees in April. Ah, cool. Hey, Christopher, cool. Love going to this San Antonio botanical plant sales. Yeah, the botanical gardens usually have some of the best plant sales. Same here down in Houston. Mmm. Man, all those good breakfasts coming on here. I was able to forage a Pop Tart and a Mr. Pibb. Was it Mr. Pibb or a Mr. Pibb Extra? Because man, Mr. Pibb Extra, I gotta say that's probably my favorite. That's my very special occasion. Stories that begin. It's funny how usually involves someone losing an eye. Eek. Hey, good morning, Julie. Ooh, that's the problem with fixing school buses at 3 a.m. Monday through Friday. Yeah, I can believe it. Oofta. That's gotta. Well, you gotta get the kids to school. Oh, cool. Okay, so we're an hour east of San Antonio, 30 minutes off I-10. April 10th is open here. Cool, cool. Of course, that begs, okay, you got any pigs on your property that need taken care of? Ooh, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to have room for a pig. Well, let me rethink that. All right. I know some years are great for certain plants. One year I might see more cleavers than the next. One year I might see more bee balm the next. Is there a scientific term for this? We always say it's a good year to be ironweed or something to the effect. Basically evolution. But yeah, there is a term. I don't remember it. There's a really highfalutin scientific term for that. I don't remember what it is. I have to think about it. Hey, good morning, John Mark. Okay, so this is the thing. The calcium oxalate theory backed up by scientific proof. There is something, yeah. So, like people who have eaten excessive amounts of rhubarb have encountered the kidney stone. So there's some there, and the oxalic acid binding with the calcium. That's simple chemistry. We had to calculate the equilibrium of that in freshman chemistry, sort of thing. So, but as far as some of the more wild plants, no, just because people haven't studied it. They've just studied the domestic plants. Mhm. I know the feeling of trying to install work ethic into male teenagers. Wheels and mortars are all they think about. Yeah, that's all they think about. Hey, Christopher. Man, that's the AM shift. Ends at 5 p.m. No kidding. I have no life left. Oh, hopefully, at least it's close to your house or something, so you don't have a long drive. But then that's just a long day. Kelsey, funny. Every time I hear calcium said, I hear my name, and it subconsciously gets my attention. Hey, Ordo. Oh man, Mr. Pibb Extra. It's like Mr. Pibb, but extra. Wonderful. It beats out cherry Coke. It beats out vanilla Coke. Beats out Dr. Pepper. Okay, yes, I'm becoming more and more of a fan of Lamb's Quarter. Thanks for the mini lesson. Sure, no problem. Yeah, I noticed. I just started. In fact, I took a picture of Lamb's Quarter yesterday. It'll be posted probably next week. But for those of you that don't know, let's see. So yeah, the Lamb's Quarter is popping up now. That actually worked out well. Whew, just a little chilly out here. All right. Hmm. Do you ever lecture at Herd Museum in Fairview? I think you are coming up to Allen again soon, aren't you? We have tons of pigs on the trail. I'm not sure when I'm going to be in Allen next. I need to talk to them. Uh, I want to say I have taught at the Herd Museum. Do they have is that like a Pioneer Village sort of place, or is it just a building with stuff in it? Because I want to say I taught at a Pioneer Village type thing out in that direction, out in Fairview years ago. Man, that was like right when my book came out. It's like 5 years ago. Does cooking affect oxalic acid like in sorrel soup? No, it's a small, stable molecule, so it doesn't really break down by cooking. All right, Kelly, have fun flying the choppers. Oh, yeah. A few years back, I had 3 children staying at my place. I had to meet the bus at 6:30 a.m. Stupid school district boundaries. Yeah, that's scary when you got to get up that early for school. It just does nothing good for anyone. Yeah, Kimberly, that's what I was kind of thinking too there. Carol Burnett Osborne, is that what they're calling body parts nowadays? Hey, Jenny. Good morning. How does the eyeball? I just didn't like the water splooshing against my eye. Okay, yeah, the dentist drills aren't much better. Like as a kid, I used to open my eyes up underwater, and all that. But there was something about that eyeball. I think maybe it was like a combination that the water wasn't necessarily warm. It was just like salty tap water type stuff. But it just, I don't know. I didn't like it. I did not like it. Probably a good thing, though. No, sir, we ended them years ago. The word got out that our place was terminal to pigs. They will run outside the fences, and we have permission to put them in the freezer. So the opportunity is there, but low chance of running into one. Okay, that's all right. But what is it? By mid-February, my freezer should be filled with steer from Tina. Have 1/3 part of a steer, a castrated cow. So it's going to be meat in the freezer. Bring it on. That is a hill I'm willing to die on. Mr. Pibb Extra is better than Dr. Pepper. I understand the loyalty to Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is a very unique drink. But Mr. Pibb Extra, Mr. Pibb Extra, not just Mr. Pibb, but Mr. Pibb Extra. That's the way to go. I'm surprised, Gary. I wouldn't have thought there was enough out there for them to eat. The pigs eat rocks. Okay. So, yeah, if you find some fresh young river cane, and we should be entering river cane season soon, you can pull apart the joints. And so you'll have the lower joint will be encasing the upper joint. So when you pull it apart, this part, the tender part, is what you eat and what you nibble on. Slice it up into rings, throw it in some soup or stuff like that, or just nibble on it. It's like celery, like the white center core of celery. But yeah, it's just the part that's down inside the next section. And then use the rest of it for like a biodegradable straw or something like that. Hey, good morning, Sherry. Okay, the Herd Museum is a massive nature park. Maybe it's not the place I was at then. Let me know if I can help you up there. Okay, so I'm really filling up with classes, and I'm actually trying to cut back some. So we'll see. I gotta see where it is and if I'm teaching anywhere nearby that, and then I'll decide from there. But yeah, there is. So silverleaf nightshade kind of looks like lamb's quarter, especially when it's young. And so yeah, pop over to the foraging Texas. It should be there. But the one of the main things is the smell is very different. The lamb's quarter has a very musky, very distinctive smell. Once you've smelled it, you'll remember it. But after that, the silverleaf nightshade just has more of a tomatoey plant sort of smell. Not quite as tart, but like when you crush the tomato leaves. Let's see. Overabundance of certain plants in the wild usually means it will be needed to address some medical issue coming in the year or so I've noticed. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Caramella. Are there lamb's quarter lookalike that are toxic? Yeah, the silverleaf nettle is the one that is the closest, and then Carolina horse nettle a little. But if you look on Foraging Texas, the overall. So when I say they're kind of similar, it's the leaves are very, very, very vaguely similar, and they both kind of have grayish leaves. But the way the leaves are arranged, the stem, the silverleaf nightshade has thorns. The fruit is totally different. They're pretty easy to tell apart once you actually start looking at things. And it's all over on Foraging Texas. I got your back, Nicole. I'm not currently in the state of Texas. I feel safe enough to say this. I don't really like Dr. Pepper. To each their own. That's what makes us awesome. Hey, Nancy. Good morning. 46 days till spring. What's it like up there in Michigan? Oh, man. You have my sympathy. I just can't. Oh. It's time for the group take. Yep. Hell yeah. So Tina Marie is the one that's supplying me, and two of my buddies were going in on a steer. We're pretty excited. And I got to tell you, I keep wanting to call it a cow, but it's not a cow. It's not a cow. But if I say a steer, I'm not sure how many people understand what I'm talking about. Ooh, yeah, I saw that. The drink going around on Facebook with espresso and Dr. Pepper. That would be good. All right, Jennifer, bring it on. Okay, before we get to the group take, I got to tell a funny story. So those of you who have seen Mrs. Weather realize she comes up, well, somewhere about here on me. She's a short lass, and every so often, we do that. Okay, you got to arm wrestle for this, arm wrestle for that. And what I learned, so I have really long forearms. She has really short forearms. So it would be like this, and in the end, she would actually have more leverage than me, and she could actually put up a little fight. But because my arm was so, instead of like this, it was like this trying to go over, and it wasn't working. So if you're really short, Jennifer, you might have a chance. Okay, but it is time for the group take. Yay! Oops, you gotta fix it. Starting with the liver pill. You gotta keep the liver. I was out in the woods drinking beer and need to do some nice things for my liver. Hey, good morning, Roxana. Ooh, yeah, one of these days. I know you've offered me several times. It's always a matter of figuring out the time. It's possible, Jennifer. It might be armadillos too. If it's a huge area tore up, probably pigs. If it's little spots, probably armadillo. Okay. Yep, you got to watch out for the ergot fungus. It's not very common, but it is a concern. So on bamboo is a grass, a grain, and so it is possible for it to get the ergot. The brain pill. Doo, doo, doo. of the brain pill. Oops. All right. Hey, good morning, Mallory. Oh, Nancy. Oh, cold, gray, and 18 degrees up there in Michigan. You have my sympathy. Hey, good morning, Holly. Hey, Henry. All right, have a good day at work, Henry. Stay safe. Teach those young pups well. All right. The immune pill. We don't even have to talk about this one. The world is crazy, isn't it? Ooh. I found the best place to get tacos at a Texaco station at a place called Taco Time. Awesome. I mean, some of those little, I will say, the Texas gas station cafe type places are awesome. There was a place in Pearland. There was like a mobile gas station, and there was this old guy in the back with like a hot plate. And yeah, the tacos there were just out of this world. Oh, cool. So I need to talk to you, Chad. So for the National Forest, um, you have the regular hunting license, but then do you also have to spend $48 to get like the public land hunting license? I always just get the super combo that gives me everything, but I'm not sure if it gives me that. So I've been hesitant to go up into the national forests after pigs. All right. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Okay. So with the brain pill, one of the main components is both the lion's mane and the ginkgo leaf both have research showing that they can help with Alzheimer's, slowing down its progress, and even in some cases reversing it, depending at the stage. I cannot make the claim though that the brain pill does that because its formulation has not specifically been tested to help with Alzheimer's. But the different components have been by others. There's scientific research out there. If you want, I can send it to you. But yeah, so like I said, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Trying to stay out of trouble with the FDA. Oh man, yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it, Doug? All right, have fun. Roxana, I have a Shell station near me that has amazing quick order Mexican food. Yum. Hey, Brian. Yep. Chirpy knows what he's saying. I think Chirpy's been around a lot longer than we think. Yeah, the Stripes, their gas station tacos are really good too. Okay. Endorsement is required. Is that something then I would get like at Academy, Chad, or do I have to do some other thing? Ooh, yeah, Louisiana has some great gas station food too. I love getting alligator from the station near my work. That and boudin. Oh man, for work, we used to have to drive out into Louisiana for oil stuff, and there was this gas station. I don't even remember where it is anymore because that was hell. That was 18 years ago. But man, we would stop there and get boudin balls. Oh, so good. So good. Okay, there was a non-game endorsement for squirrel raccoon required in the past, but I can't find it this year. Okay. Yeah, that's the one thing that keeps me from hunting up in the Sam Houston is the rules are weird. Okay, I need to make note of that. There, left myself a note. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Laredo Tacos at Stripes. They love that I'm a student now because my life depends on morning breakfast tacos. Oh, yeah. Now I want a breakfast taco. Oh, that would be good. Okay, so I can just go there and print it out. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Mmm. Oh, yes, boiled peanuts. I was driving back from a class, and out in the middle of nowhere, there was this guy selling boiled peanuts on the side of the road. And so I stopped and got some and talked for a while and then took off. And they're really good, but they are not something eaten easily while you drive because they are drippy and messy. Ooh, this sounds good, Jonathan. If you're willing to swing up at Bob's one day, I'm there. I'll cook you up some Mexican food that will knock your socks off over the fire. Mexican food. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's tempting. Oh man, Chris, you getting boudin balls for breakfast? Man, boudin is good. And this gas station, man, the person there knew how to make it. That's the only place to get it, man. You go into a nice shiny meat market. No. You need to get the gas station stuff. All right, Nicole. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. All right, it was only Louisiana stuff for gas and came out with Gatorhead. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, it's 8 a.m. Time for many battles to begin. So be it. That's part of life. But at least we're a tribe. We're working together. All right. Um, cool. Mom, Dad, love you. Enjoy your blueberry breakfast. Wolf, if you can hear us yet, stay warm, stay safe. And the rest of the tribe, same. Oh, and Nancy up in Michigan, same for you. The rest of us, we'll see you tomorrow morning. This week, Thursday on Merriweather's World. I haven't posted yet, but I guess I'm finally going to do cedar trees, uses, medicinal uses, and things like that. Identification. And so hopefully that will be something useful. It's been a while since I did a plant thing on Merriweather's World, so I thought I'd better do some more plant tip before we end. And cedar seems like a good one. Okay, it is time to go. Like I said, love to you all. Have a great day. Stay strong, stay powerful, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.